Welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, you will learn about how to upgrade to the latest version of Sage 50. Sage 50 is very intuitive software. It prompts you the moment a new version is available for installation. Note that if you are using the Sage 50 on a server, you should upgrade the Sage 50 on the server first. If you do not get a prompt, you can always click on Service at the top menu bar and select Check for Updates. You have to answer the prompts that appear while installing the upgrade. Whenever you are done with all or some of the steps that we have shown you, please reboot your system to initialize the Sage Pervasive PSQL. Now, try again. Hope you like our video on Sage 50. For more specialized assistance, please contact us. Happy accounting!
Hi, I am Chuck. I will walk you through this training. This is the default screen of Sage 50. You can view all the topics on the left-hand panel. All these can be made a default screen by clicking the default button on the top. The major topical screens include customers and sales, vendors and purchases, inventory and services, employees and payroll, jobs, banking, payment center, services, system. Now, you can view all the messages and notifications in the inbox. You can change the system date. The system date is the default date taken by the system in Sage 50. It must be always within the period dates of the transactions. Otherwise, the default date of the transactions will be marked on the same date as of 1/1/1900. You can correct the system date by manually entering the date you wish. Click the Period Date button to open the Change Accounting Period screen. You can make the changes to the period dates here and click OK to implement the changes. The screens of Sage 50 show the screen divided into 4 distinct sections, which will always show the recent transactions in the form of a list as well as graphs. This is how you navigate the screens in Sage 50. For more such informative videos on Sage 50, subscribe to our channel and fill in the form in the link given below.
Welcome to the Sage Doctor tutorial on making a local backup in Sage 50. Hi, I'm Alina. I will walk you through this training. You must always make a backup of the Sage 50 data to prevent any hours of data entry in the event data file lost or corrupt. Even minor errors like a power outage can corrupt a data file. Thus, it is always advisable to make a backup of the data file in Sage 50. A backup file is a complete file with all your company information and settings for hours of data. Sage 50 Premium helps you backup both at a local level and also on a cloud for users of Microsoft 365 Premium Business account or higher. To create a local backup of your company file, select File. Click Backup. Alternatively, you can also press Ctrl+B. It opens a Backup Company window. Here you can set the days for the reminder of a backup whenever needed. You can check the other settings. When you are ready for the backup, click Backup. It will open the Save Backup window. Here, you can select the Drive file, where you need the backup to be stored. It will open the Save Backup window. Here, you can select the Drive file, where you need the backup to be stored. These are crucial details. Remember that accounting is a specialized job and always needs specialists. We at Sage Doctor can help you with your queries regarding the accounting methods. Call us or fill in the form in the description below for any consultancy in the Accounting with Sage 50. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel for more such tutorial videos on Sage 50. Welcome to the Sage Doctor tutorial on restoring a local backup in Sage 50. Hi, I'm Alina. I will walk you through this training. Restoring a backup file is a critical feature that you must do in the event of a corrupted file of Sage 50 company file. To restore a file from local company backup file, select File, go to Restore from the menu bar. The Restore wizard opens. Select the backup file you want to restore. Now, click Next. On the next screen, select the company file you wish to overwrite. You can also make a new company file if needed, which you lead to a separation file between the original and the restored file. The next screen will help you check the options that you need to restore. When you are ready to restore the company, click Finish. Remember, restoring a company file is a specialized job and always needs specialists. We at Sage Doctor can help you with your queries regarding the accounting methods. Call us or fill in the form in the description below for any consultancy in the Accounting with Sage 50. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel for more such tutorial videos on Sage 50. Welcome to the Sage Doctor tutorial on making a backup in Sage 50. Hi, I'm Alina. I will walk you through this training. If you have a system that has MS Office 365 or higher, Sage 50 offers amazing cloud backup of your company files. To create a local backup of your company file, select File. Click Backup. Alternatively, you can also press Ctrl+B. In the Backup Company window that opens, click Backup Online. If needed then, you might have a dialog box that opens up. A Cloud Backup window opens. This configures the data. You need to sign in to the Microsoft Office 365 account within Sage 50C to start the backup. Taking backup is a crucial step. Remember that accounting is a specialized job and always needs specialists. We at Sage Doctor can help you with your queries regarding the accounting methods. Call us or fill in the form in the description below for any consultancy in the Accounting with Sage 50. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel for more such tutorial videos on Sage 50. Welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, you will learn about how to upgrade to the latest version of Sage 50. Hi, I'm Alina. I will walk you through this training. All versions of Sage 50 contain a menu bar. The menu bar includes the headings of the windows where you perform the business-related tasks. When you click any of the main commands, you will see the subcommands in a menu that opens. The subcommands with an ellipsis mark need you to enter more details in a new window that will open. The subcommands followed by a right point arrow will open another side menu bar with more commands with specific actions. Other subcommands without an arrow or ellipsis are simply clicked to be executed. This is how you navigate the menu bar in Sage 50. Hope you learned something new from this video. Subscribe to our channel for new hacks and information videos on Sage 50. Welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, you will learn about how to upgrade to the latest version of Sage 50. Hi, I'm Alina. I will walk you through this training. If you scroll down on the left-hand side menu bar, you will notice Shortcuts buttons. You will notice there might be some shortcuts already below the button. To customize the shortcuts, you can click on the Customize button to add shortcuts. The Customize shortcuts will list all the shortcuts already being created. To create and add more shortcuts, you click on Add Shortcuts. This will open the General Category menu. You can see there are many shortcuts here. You add any of these. You can also rearrange the shortcuts in an order that you prefer. You can use the Move Up button or Move Down button as many times as required to arrange it in a perfect sequence of your wish. To delete a shortcut, simply click the Delete button. You can also rename a selected shortcut by simply clicking the Rename button. To reset to default, click this button. To reset to default, click this button. This is how you use shortcuts in your Sage 50. For more informative videos and hacks, subscribe to our channel and fill the form below. Welcome to the Sage Doctor tutorial on how to create a new company file in Sage 50. Hi, I'm Alina. I will walk you through this training. Use the New Company wizard to create a new company. You will see sections like Company Name and Address, Business Type, Accounting Method, Cash or Accrual, Accounting Periods, Fiscal Year. To start the New Company wizard, select File and then Select New Company from the menu bar. The New Company wizard shows different company information sections. For each screen in the New Company wizard, you answer questions about the company profile. After you have entered all the details for the company, click Next on this screen. You can always ask for help to understand the type of information input required. In the Setup screen, you enter the type of business and also make use of any sample business that exists in Sage 50. Select any of the applicable sections. The Business Type screen appears. Select the type of business that suits your own business from samples. Accounting Method screen talks about two different types of methods. Select your suitable methods. This setting can never be changed once executed. The posting method helps you select between real-time posting or batch posting. In the accounting period, you can select the accounting period structure that you intend to use for your company. The fiscal year screen helps you enter the month and year for which accounting is to be done. This is how you create a company profile in Sage 50 for accounting. Hope you liked the video. For more informational videos and tutorials like this, you can subscribe to our channel. Welcome to the Sage Doctor tutorial on how to convert a QuickBooks file to Sage 50. Hi, I'm Alina. I will walk you through this training. Even though the process of conversion is so easy, yet you have to keep this in mind that while conversion, you might lose some data. Thus, checking the file once converted is mandatory. To convert a file from any other accounting software like QuickBooks, you need to click File and select Convert a Company from the drop-down menu. Alternatively, you can also click the Convert from another accounting program hyperlink. This will open a dialog box that lists the programs supported by Sage 50. Select a suitable file. The rest of the procedure is very intuitive. You need to follow the process as prompted to convert. After conversion, you can follow any instructions that may appear on the screen. This is how you convert a company from any other accounting program to Sage 50. Hope you liked the video. For more informational videos and tutorials like this, you can subscribe to our channel. Welcome to the Sage Doctor tutorial on setting up the Payroll wizard in Sage 50. Hi, I'm Alina. I will walk you through this training. Setting payroll defaults is vital for any organization. Payroll defaults are always to be set up before employee defaults. To set up the payroll defaults, select Maintain from the top bar menu, select Payroll, and then select Payroll Settings. In the Payroll Setup wizard, you answer the questions shown and enter the suitable answers. You can always go next and back depending on your requirement. In the Payroll options, you can select one of the payroll options. Read carefully before you select. These are crucial details. Remember that accounting is a specialized job and always needs specialists. We at Sage Doctor can help you with your queries regarding the accounting methods. Call us or fill in the form in the description below for any consultancy in the accounting with Sage 50. As you go along, you will set up company information and benefits details. Carefully fill up the tax details and field orders as these are crucial for checks and balance. Click Finish once you are done. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel for more such tutorial videos on Sage 50.
Hi, I am Chuck. I will walk you through this training. To add a new employee to the company's payroll, select the Employees and Payroll tab in the left-hand panel. Click the downward arrow to reveal a menu and select the new employee from the menu. You will have a new window called Maintain Employee and Sales Representatives. Enter the name of the employee. Select the employee type, employee, sales rep, or both. Type in the address of the employee. Type in the home phone number. Enter the city, state, and zip code. Enter the mobile phone number. Enter the country name. Type in the email address and the social security number. Enter the customizable fields details. Now you can click on the Additional Info tab. Enter the emergency contact information. Enter demographic information. Remember, some of the demographic information is very sensitive personal data and is often grayed out as it is not revealed anywhere in the professional data whenever displayed. Enter the more elaborate employment details. Under the Pay Info tab, you can enter all the suitable payment details, pay method, pay frequency, rates used by the customer, and hours per pay period. In the next tab, Withholding Info, you shall enter all the federal tax details and financial liability information. Vacation and Sick Time tab contain all the default vacation and sick time info. Under Employee Fields, you can further elaborate on more income and other liabilities. Under Company fields, it shows the company's cost for an employee. Once you have filled up all this information, you can either click the Save and New button, List button, or simply click Save and then close the window. Now you can view the new Employee feature in the list of employees. We hope that this information was very helpful to you. Subscribe to our channel and fill in the form in the link given below. For more such informative videos on Sage 50, subscribe to our channel and fill in the form in the link given below. Hi, I am Chuck. I will walk you through this training. To add a new employee to the company's payroll, select the Employees and Payroll tab in the left-hand panel. Click the downward arrow to reveal a menu and select View and Edit Employees from the menu. This opens the Employee List window. Double-click the employee whose data you want to edit. You can change the employment type and the details in the tabs that you intend. You can edit customizable fields. You can edit the additional info. Add job title, job code, division, location, department, and supervisor. You can also edit the hiring date and termination date. You can edit the pay info. You can edit the vacation or sick time details per year. Check the employee fields and company fields. Click the Save button. We hope that this information was very helpful to you. For more such informative videos on Sage 50, subscribe to our channel and fill in the form in the link given below. Hi, I am Chuck. I will walk you through this training. To use Cash Manager, you have to click the Banking tab on the left-hand panel. Click the arrow on the Analysis Tool button. Select the appropriate options from the drop-down list. In this case, click Cash Flow Manager. A dialog box opens, which explains the utility of the Cash Flow Manager. Close the dialog box. In the Cash Flow Manager, you can check the transactions in detail. You can select or deselect the options in the list. You can see the expected cash flow totals. You can also choose the time frame for which you want to check the cash flow. After checking the starting cash, you can move to the expected incoming cash in the tab. You can see all the expected cash in blue in the list. Old transactions are shown in red. Then you can click on the third tab, Expected Outgoing Cash, to check about the outgoing cash. On the top panel, you have the Refresh button to refresh any recent transaction. Check the reports by clicking and selecting the appropriate reports. You can also add attachments. You can also reset and print the cash flow. You can also make changes to the cash flow settings. To close the window, you need to click the Close button. We hope that this information was very helpful to you. For more such informative videos on Sage 50, subscribe to our channel and fill in the form in the link given below. Hi, I am Chuck. I will walk you through this training. To write checks in Sage 50, click on the Banking button on the left-hand panel. Then, click the down arrow of the Write Checks button and select New Check from the list. In the Write Checks window, select the vendor ID. Enter the check number that you wish to assign. Add the date in the Date field. Add the numbers to quote the amount to be paid. Add the payment method. You can check the status and payment history. You can save the check or print the check. You can see the print preview. After the preview, you can save the check. We hope that this information was very helpful to you. For more such informative videos on Sage 50, subscribe to our channel and fill in the form in the link given below. Hi, I am Chuck. I will walk you through this training. To edit checks in Sage 50, click on the Banking button on the left-hand panel. Then, click the down arrow of the Write Checks button and select View and Edit Checks from the list. Double-click the check you want to edit in the list. You can edit any information, amount, date, and even a payment method. Once you have edited in the check, you can save the check. We hope that this information was very helpful to you. For more such informative videos on Sage 50, subscribe to our channel and fill in the form in the link given below.
Welcome to the Sage Doctor tutorial on how to set vendor defaults in Sage 50. Hi, I'm Alina. I will walk you through this training. You need to set default vendor values to save the pain of repeatedly entering vendor values for each of the vendors that register with you. To set default vendor settings, click Maintain at the top menu bar. From the menu, click Default Information and select the vendor defaults. Here, you will have 5 tabs wherein you can put in your settings. Under the Payment Terms tab, click the Payment Standard Terms, enter due dates, discounts, and credit limit for the vendor. You can also set the expense accounts and its settings for the most commonly used terms. To set the default aging for customer invoices, click the Due Date or the Invoice Date radio button to select the method. In the aging categories, You can select the type of first, second, third, and fourth column healing. Number of days is counting upwards always. In custom fields, you can enable the field labels as you wish. You can move to the 1099 settings and make choices to the GL account IDs and GL account description and 1099 settings for the methods used. Remember that accounting is a specialized job and always needs specialists. We at Sage Doctor can help you with your queries regarding the accounting methods. Call us or fill in the form in the description below for any consultancy in the Accounting with Sage 50. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel for more such tutorial videos on Sage 50. Welcome to the Sage Doctor tutorial on how to set the customer defaults in Sage 50. Hi, I'm Alina. I will walk you through this training. To start the default settings for the customer, you need to click Maintain in the top bar menu. Then, the Maintain drop-down menu opens. Select the default information panel and select Customers from the menu that opens. You set the most frequently input data options here under 5 different tabs: Terms and Credit, Account Aging, Customer Fields, Financing Charges, and Pay Methods. Set the default standard terms for the customer. Put a proper credit limit restriction here. You can also enter the discount account for the same here. To set the default aging for customer invoices, click the Due Date or the Invoice Date radio button to select the method. In the aging categories, you can select the type of first, second, third, and fourth column healing. Number of days is counting upwards always. In custom fields, you can enable the field labels as you wish. You can move to the next tab of Finance Charges by clicking the tab. Here, you enter the finance defaults for the customer. Read carefully and enter the relevant rates and charges. You can also set the payment methods in the last tab. To set all the defaults that you have entered under all the 5 tabs, click the OK button. Remember that accounting is a specialized job and always needs specialists. We at Sage Doctor can help you with your queries regarding the accounting methods. Call us or fill in the form in the description below for any consultancy in the Accounting with Sage 50. Hope you liked the video. For more informational videos and tutorials like this, you can subscribe to our channel.
Hi, I am Adriana. I will walk you through this training. The General Ledger records all financial record for your company. Every set of financial transactions are posted to this General Ledger. This set of accounts is called the Chart of Accounts. Here, we will look at the setting of defaults of the General Ledger. You start by selecting Maintain, Default Information, General Information from the menu bar to open the General Ledger default window. You have to simply select the rounding account used by Sage 50 to round the differences. Typically, you can select the retained balance account in Sage 50. Hope you liked this video. Please subscribe to our channel for more such tutorials. Hope you liked this video. Please subscribe to our channel for more such tutorials. Welcome to the Sage Doctor tutorial on how to add accounts to the General Ledger in Sage 50. Hi, I'm Adriana. I will walk you through this training. To add an account to the General Ledger, you have to click Maintain, then Chart of Accounts. In the Maintain Chart of Accounts window, you can add, rename, and delete accounts. You can use all the buttons at the top to maintain the accounts. To view all the accounts that you have in General Ledger, click List. Notice the side panel. This panel is an advisory information box that tells you about the purpose of each section of this window. To create new accounts, click the New button on the toolbar. Enter the account ID, then the description of the account. You can use any of the number ranges that Sage 50 traditionally uses. You can use up to 15 characters for account ID codes. After adding the description, add the account type from the drop-down. Remember to click the Save button, save the newly created account. This is how you add a new account to the General Ledger. Hope this video was really helpful. Please subscribe to our channel for more such informative videos. Welcome to the Sage Doctor tutorial on how to delete and inactivate accounts in General Ledger in Sage 50. Hi, I'm Adriana. I will walk you through this training. As long as there are no transactions in one account, you can delete such an account from the General Chart of Accounts. To start this, you can click the Maintain, then click the Chart of Accounts. Now select the account that you want to delete, and simply delete the account from the list. To inactivate the accounts that you used in past but are irrelevant now, you can click the account and simply click Inactivate. Now click Save to save your actions. Hope you liked this video. Subscribe to our channel for new hacks and informative videos on Sage 50. Welcome to the Sage Doctor tutorial on how to add beginning balances to accounts. Hi, I am Adriana. I will walk you through this training. To enter beginning balances, you need open Maintain Chart of Accounts window. Click Maintain, and then click the Chart of Accounts. Now, in this window, you can select the Account Opening Balances button. Now select the period for which you want to add or adjust the balance of the beginning balances. Click the OK button to continue. The new Chart of Accounts beginning balances lists each account. Depending on the types of accounts, you can add the balance to the Assets Expenses column or the Liabilities Equity Income column. Sage 50 is intuitive. It will automatically gray out the column that you don't need. Ensure that you enter all the information that is necessary. When you are done with the filling of the beginning balances, you will have to notice the trial balance that is indicated below. If it is not zero, then your accounts are out of balance. In case you try to save the changes made without ensuring that the trial balance is zero, there will be an error message to indicate that. These are crucial details. Remember that accounting is a specialized job and always needs specialists. We at Sage Doctor can help you with your queries regarding the accounting methods. Call us or fill in the form in the description below for any consultancy in the accounting with Sage 50. Hope you liked the video. For more such informative videos, click the subscribe button. Hi, I am Adriana. I will walk you through this training.
Setting the inventory defaults helps you setting up a system which helps easy setting up of the bills, invoices, and purchases done. To set this, you have to select Maintain, then select Default Information, and then select Inventory Items from the menu bar. In the General Settings, you choose General Settings for a vendor. To apply the duplicate values for the SKU and UPC, select the Radio button. To apply the duplicate part numbers in case of same items from a known vendor, select the Radio button. To assign a class item, select the types from the drop-down. To make changes to the ordering settings, click the Ordering tab. When calculating the quantity including the purchase orders issued, select the Radio button for the quantity available. To customize the out-of-stock warning messages, use the Radio buttons under this heading. Read carefully before making the choices. To customize the out-of-stock warnings in the sales proposal or sales order windows, select the options that are best suited here. To automatically create purchase orders in the event of low stocks or out-of-stock scenarios, select the suitable options here. To make changes to the accounting and GL accounts ledgers, you can make the changes here. Enter the values carefully as it would have an impact on the overall ledgers. Select the accounts for the GL sales, GL inventory, GL wages, and select the costing data or criteria as well. To select the default tax settings, select the Taxes and Shipping tab. Enter up to 10 default shipping methods here. These methods should be selected from the most frequently used to the least frequently used items. You have to select the tax description and the adjacent tax fields here with the help of the tax ticks. In order to add the custom fields for the inventory items, you can click the Custom Fields tab. You can add up to 5 additional fields to track custom data. To set the pricing levels, you can select the Price Levels tab. Add the label names and enable them to set your defaults on the pricing levels. These settings are very crucial as these settings can help you change different prices for the same item to different customers based on the factors like availability and shipping options used by the customer. Remember that accounting is a specialized job and always needs specialists. We at Sage Doctor can help you with your queries regarding the accounting methods. Call us or fill in the form in the description below for any consultancy in the Accounting with Sage 50. Make all the changes need to the default price level calculation window for an item. Once finished setting the defaults for the inventory items, click OK. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel for more such tutorial videos on Sage 50.
Welcome to the Sage Doctor tutorial on how to add general ledger journal entries in Sage 50. Hi, I am Adriana. I will walk you through this training. You post both debits and credits in the journal entries to show in the general ledger. To view the general ledger journal entry window, click the Tasks button to reveal the list, from where you can select the general journal entry. In the general journal entry, you select the date and then assign a reference code. Enter the account number for each line of the transaction. Enter a line description, debit, or credit information. Once you have balanced the transaction, you can save the transaction. These are crucial details. Remember that accounting is a specialized job and always needs specialists. We at Sage Doctor can help you with your queries regarding the accounting methods. Call us or fill in the form in the description below for any consultancy regarding Sage 50. Note that you have a Previous and Next button at the top here, which will help you facilitate viewing the journal entry. Hope you enjoyed the video here. Please subscribe to our channel for more informative videos. Welcome to the Sage Doctor tutorial on how to enter vendor records in Sage 50. Hi, I am Adriana. I will walk you through this training. Click Maintain, then select Vendors from the menu bar. Enter the unique vendor ID in this new window. Enter the vendor name. Enter the general information in totality. Enter the addresses in case of multiple addresses owned by the vendor. Check the history. Enter all the purchase information needed. These details are crucial for a company's economic growth and well-being.
Now you can
It is always better to seek professional consultancy for filling such crucial details.
Now you can
Contact Consultancy by clicking on the link below. Hope you liked the video. Subscribe to our channel to view more detailed
Now you can
videos. Welcome to the Sage Doctor tutorial on how to use General Ledger reports in Sage 50. Hi, I am Adriana. I will walk you through this training. General Ledger reports are the reports that help you see all the transactions in the General Ledger. To view the report, click Reports and Forms. Select a General Ledger account from the list. In the new window report or form, select the type of report or form that you need to view. Click the Display button to view the report. Hope this video helped use the General Ledger reports and forms in Sage 50. Welcome to the Sage Doctor tutorial on how to enter account budgets in Sage 50. Hi, I am Adriana. I will walk you through this training. You can create budgets for both of the 2 open fiscal years and also for the 2 years immediately before and following the 2 open fiscal years. You create your budget and maintain a window that can access by selecting Maintain, then Budgets from the menu bar. Then enter the budget name and description into the budget name and description fields. Use the options in the account filter section to select the accounts whose budget you want to be added in the spreadsheet cells. You can then use the View Fiscal Year drop-down to select the desired budget year. You can change the values shown in the budget spreadsheet. You can also click the Auto Fill button in the toolbar to create values. These values can come from another open budget or the existing Sage 50 data. Click Next. Note that you will need to click the Save button to save any changes that you made to the data. Hope this video helped use the General Ledger reports and forms in Sage 50. Remember, accounting is a specialized job, and we at Sage Doctor are here to help you grow and learn. Fill up the form link below to get additional assistance. Welcome to the Sage Doctor tutorial on how to use the cash account register in Sage 50. Hi, I am Adriana. I will walk you through this training. In Sage 50, you have a cash register that lets you enter transactions that affect cash accounts into a checkbook-like format. If you prefer to view the cash account register, select Tasks, then Account Register. Use the Cash Account drop-down in the new window to select the cash account to use. Then, use the Show Transactions from the drop-down to select a date range for which to show transactions in the register. To enter a transaction, click the New button in the Windows toolbar. In the next blank transaction line, type a transaction date or select one from the Calendar drop-down. Then, select whether this is a payment or a receipt from the Type column next to the Type column. Next to the Reference column, and enter a reference number like a check number, for example. Add other details. Use the GL account drop-down to select the GLK account to apply the amount entered to split. To split the amount, you will need to click the Split link. In the split transaction, enter the
Now you can
description, amount, and job. Click the OK button. Click the Save button. To edit any transaction at a later day, you simply have to double-click the transaction. In the separate window that opens, simple Edit and Save.
Now you can
This video was helpful. Subscribe to our channel for more such informational videos. Fill in the form link given below for a consultancy. Welcome to the Sage Doctor tutorial on how to pay sales tax in Sage 50. Hi, I am Adriana. I will walk you through this training. When it comes time to write the check for the sales tax that has been automatically calculated by Sage 50, you need to pull up a report. For this, click Reports and Forms. Click Accounts Receivable. In the Select a Report or Form window, scroll and double-click the Taxable or Exempt Sales button. Ensure that you are viewing the correct period for which you want to see the receivables. This list shows the taxes you collected and the amount that you owe to the authorities. You need to go to Taxes, select Write Checks from the drop-down menu. In the Write Checks window, you need to select the vendor, proper authorities in the check. Also, make sure that you select your sales tax payable account to reduce its liability. Then, either print or save the checks as needed. Remember, accounting is a specialized job, and we at Sage Doctor are here to help you grow and learn. Fill up the form link below to get additional assistance. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to our channel for more informative videos. Welcome to the Sage Doctor tutorial on how to assign beginning balances to customer records in Sage 50. Hi, I am Adriana. I will walk you through this training. The customer beginning balances are the invoices that were outstanding as of the start date of your company file. To enter the customer beginning balances in Sage 50, click Maintain and then select the Customer or Prospects button from the menu. Enter the name. There are two buttons, Inactive and Prospect. The Prospect button is a button that is used for a customer for whom you have not created any invoices yet but have a prospective relationship. You cannot invoice.
Now you can.
The General tab contains basic customer details that you need to fill up. The customer receivable account in the general ledger should equal all the total amount of all the customer account balances, as long as no other transactions are made within the company file. Add all the contact details in case the customer has multiple contact details.
Now you can.
History tab shows all the invoices and other entries made by the name of the customer. Click the Customer Beginning Balances button at the bottom. Double-click the customer for which you want to assign the beginning balances. Now you will input the invoice number, the date, PO number, amount, and the accounts receivable account to which the amount of the invoices was posted. This field is grayed out if you use cash accounting. When finished, click the Save button. Hope you liked this video. Please subscribe.
Now you can.
Please fill the link below for a detailed consultancy of Sage 50 accounting. Job tracking. In the module, we will start with setting up a job. Setting up a job. To set up a job in Sage 50 Premium Accounting, select Maintain, Job Costs, Jobs from the menu bar to open the Maintain Jobs window. To create a new job if needed, click the New button in the Windows toolbar. At the top of the window, enter a job ID code into the Job ID field. Enter a job description into the Description field. Enter the actual start date of the job into the Start Date field. Enter a projected end date for the job into the Projected End Date field. After completing the job, enter the job's actual end date into the actual end date field for reporting purposes. Use the job status indicator to select the current job status. On the General tab, enter the supervisor for the job into the supervisor field if applicable. Select the ID of the customer for whom you are performing the job from the For Customer field. Enter the job address information into the fields available. Enter the job type in the Job Type field. Enter the purchase order number from the customer for the job into the PO number field if applicable. As you complete the job, you can return to this screen to indicate what percentage of the job is complete in the % complete field. There is also a button for beginning balances for the job if you need to enter jobs when initially creating your company file. Enter the values for the job into the custom fields that you created for the jobs you perform when you set up the job defaults. Click the Estimated Expenses and Revenue tab to enter the job's estimated expenses and revenues. If you have created phases or cost codes and wish to enter expenses and revenues for the job by phases or cost codes, then check the Use Phases to Track Job in More Detail checkbox under the Description field at the top of the window. Then click into the Phase ID column that appears and select the name of a job phase from the drop-down menu. If using cost codes, you can then select a cost code for that phase from the Cost Code ID column to the right of the Phase ID for that same row. You can then enter the number of units, expenses, and revenues that you expect to attribute to the selected phase and/or cost code. Then repeat this process in the next row until you have entered all the necessary phases and/or cost codes for the job and their associated units, expenses, and revenues. You can then enter any notes for the job into the Notes tab. To save the job when finished, click the Save button in the toolbar of this window. Creating custom fields for jobs. To create custom fields for jobs, select Maintain, Default Information, Jobs from the menu bar to open the Job Defaults window. On the Custom Fields tab, create up to 5 custom fields to track information for customer jobs you perform. To save your changes, click the OK button when you are finished. To create job phases, select Maintain, Job Costs, Phases from the menu bar to open the Maintain Phases window. Type an ID for the phase into the Phase ID field. Enter a description of the phase into the Description field. Note that you can check the Inactive checkbox later to inactivate phases you have created but no longer use if needed. To select a cost type, choose the This phase uses the cost type drop-down to select the cost type associated with the phase. To use cost codes, select the This phase uses cost codes option button. You can create the cost codes within the Maintain Cost Codes window after creating the necessary phases. To save the phase you have created, click the Save button in the toolbar at the top of the window. Creating cost codes for phases. To create cost codes for phases, select Maintain, Job Costs, Cost Codes from the menu bar to open the Maintain Cost Codes window. Enter the ID of the new cost code into the Cost Code ID field. Then enter the description of the code into the Description field. Note the Inactive checkbox, which you can use later to inactivate cost codes you no longer use if needed. Use the This cost code uses the cost type drop-down to select the cost type to assign to the cost code. Click the Save button in the toolbar at the top of the window to save the new cost code. If using cost codes when assigning job costs, simply assign expenses and revenues to a job and a specific phase within the job, and then to the correct cost code. You will do this within the same job field in the line item areas of the sales and purchase forms in Sage 50. Entering beginning balances for a job. To enter beginning balances for jobs, select Maintain, Job Costs, Jobs from the menu bar. On the General tab, click the Job Beginning Balances button to display the Job Beginning Balances window. Double-click the first job for which to enter a beginning balance on the Job Balances tab, to then make the detailed entries for that job on the Job Entries for Job Name tab. Enter a date for the job beginning balance amount into the Date field. Enter an amount for expenses or an amount for revenues under either the Expenses or Revenues field. To save the information when you are finished entering your beginning balances, click the Save button. Making purchases for jobs. To enter purchases for jobs in the Purchase Orders, Purchases or Receive Inventory, enter bills, payments, write checks, or other purchasing windows. Use the Job column at the right end of the Line Items sections to assign line item amounts to customer jobs and record job costs. To save the purchase information, click the Save button in the Windows toolbar. Invoicing for job purchases. To invoice customers for job purchases if needed, open the Sales or Invoicing window and select the customer to bill for the job costs. Then click the Apply Tickets or Expenses hyperlink under the Line Items area in the window to open the Apply Tickets or Reimbursable Expenses dialog box, which shows all the job-related expenses. In this dialog box, click the Reimbursable Expenses tab to view the job expenses, and then click the Use checkbox for any expenses to use in the invoice. To delete any expenses, click the Del checkbox to remove them from this window. To mark up items, click the Write Up button to mark up specified items by an amount or a percentage. Alternatively, you could also enter any markups to the amount by manually changing the amounts listed in the invoice. When finished, click the OK button in this window to add the items to the invoice. Then complete and save the customer invoice as normal. Tracking jobs. When entering purchases and invoicing customers, you can optionally assign items and services to customer jobs to compare actual costs to estimated costs and actual revenue to estimated revenue. To open a report showing the transactions for your jobs if tracking job costs and revenues, run the Jobs Ledger report by selecting Reports and Forms, Jobs from the menu bar. Ensure the Reports tab is selected. Then select the Jobs Ledger from the list of reports. Then click the Display button at the top of the Select a Report or Form window to view the transactions for the different jobs and the totals for the jobs. Form window to view the transactions for the different jobs and the totals for the jobs. To be able to create an event, a to-do item list, and an alert, start the Sage 50 application. Open the Fakiko Incorporated Company file completed through the end of the previous chapter's exercise. Select Tasks, Action Items from the menu bar. Click the Events tab within the Action Items window. Select 3/17/19 from the Date selector within the Action Items window. Click the Event button in the toolbar at the top of the Action Items window to open the Create Event window. Select Customer or Prospect from the Type drop-down. Select Sheldon from the ID drop-down. Enter 3/17/19 into the Date field. Select the Meeting option button within the Event Type section. Click into the Notes field and type Meeting to discuss new network setup. Click the Save button in the toolbar at the top of the window to save the event. Click the Close button in the toolbar at the top of the window to close it. Click the To Do tab within the Action Items window. Click into the Date column within the first blank row and type 3/17/19. Click into the Notes column within the same row and type Reconcile Account 10200. Click the To Do tab again to set the reminder. Click the Alerts tab within the Action Items window. Click the Alerts button in the toolbar at the top of the Action Items window. In the Set Company Alerts window, click into the Apply To column in the first blank row and select Customer from the drop-down that appears. Select Holiday from the adjacent From Columns drop-down menu. Select Smith B from the adjacent Two Columns drop-down menu. Select Over Credit Limit from the Type Columns drop-down menu. Click the OK button in the top of the Set Company Alerts window to apply the alert rule. Click the Close button within the Action Items window to close it. Welcome to the Sage Doctor tutorial on how to assign beginning balances to customer records in Sage 50. Let's start with the reporting functionalities of Sage 50. The Cash Flow Manager. To open the Cash Flow Manager, select Analysis, Cash Flow Manager from the menu bar. 2. To choose a time frame period over which you wish to view the cash flow forecast, use the Time Frame drop-down at the top of the Cash Flow Manager. 3. You can then see cash flows shown in the Starting Cash, Expected Incoming Cash, and Expected Outgoing Cash tabs below the Time Frame drop-down. You can click these tabs to view the cash information shown within the rows on the tab. 4. To open the Cash Flow Settings dialog box to adjust the settings used to calculate your cash flow, click the Change Cash Flow Settings button. 5. Then use the Projection Based On drop-down to select whether to base the projection on open transactions or historical transactions. 6. To set the time frame to use, make a selection from the Time Frame drop-down. 7. You can select either Yes or No next to the Do you want to show inactive cash accounts question to enable or disable the display of those accounts in the cash flow. 8. You can also select which accounts to include in the expected incoming cash and expected outgoing cash sections. In both sections, you can also choose to include or exclude invoices or purchases over 30 days past due by checking the desired checkboxes. 9. You can also select either transaction due date or average days to pay from the expected receipt date based on dropdown. 10. After configuring the cash flow settings, click the Update Cash Flow button. 11. On the starting cash, expected incoming cash, and expected outgoing cash tabs, you can choose to include or exclude selected accounts by clicking the Include checkbox for any accounts shown. 12. You can click the detail hyperlink that appears in some rows to view the account register and the transactions that constitute the balance shown within the row. 13. To add an adjustment row for what-if scenario modeling to any of these three tabs, click into the topmost row on the desired tab, and then enter the adjustment entry information into the blank row. Be sure to check the Include checkbox for any adjustment rows you create to add the amount to the cash flow forecast below the tabs. 14. To save your adjustment rows, remember to click the Save button at the top of the window. 15. Otherwise, they may be removed when you close the Cash Flow Manager window. 16. To reset a row you have altered within a tab, select the row and then click the Reset drop-down button within the toolbar at the top of the window. 17. From the drop-down menu that appears, select either Reset Row to Original or Reset All Rows to Original. If you select the Reset Row to Original command, you will reset only the selected row. You can choose the other command to reset all rows if desired. 18. The actual cash flow information appears at the very bottom of the window in both the expected cash flow total cash summary for the period and the bar graph showing the cash balance for the days or months within the selected time frame. You can check the balance, incoming, and outgoing checkboxes above the bar graph to show those amounts within the graph. 19. To export the Cash Flow Manager to an Excel workbook, click the Excel button in the toolbar at the top of the Cash Flow Manager window to open the Copy to Excel dialog box. 20. Set any desired options that you want within the dialog box that appears, and then click the OK button. 21. To print the Cash Flow Manager, click the Print drop-down button within the toolbar at the top of the window, and then select what items to print. You can choose to print either the selected tab, all tabs, or the summary and graph within this window. 22. When finished using the Cash Flow Manager, click the Close button to close the window. The Collection Manager. 1. To open the Collection Manager, select Analysis, Collection Manager from the menu bar. 2. If you want to view the information as a graph, click the Graph option next to the display choice in the secondary toolbar at the top of the window. 3. To the right of that, use the drop-down to select the graph style: pie, bar, or column. 4. To the right of that, use the Show drop-down to select to show all aging, a prior month comparison, or a prior year comparison. 5. You can use the As of Date calendar selector to choose as of which date to display aging. 6. To display the information as numeric aging brackets, select the numeric option at the left end of the secondary toolbar at the top of the Collection Manager window. 7. Then use the Show and As of Date dropdowns to select the date range of data to show within the Collection Manager. 8. To view the information within the aging brackets shown, click the Bracket button in the primary toolbar at the top of the Collection Manager. 9. Then use the Days Past Due dropdown that appears within the secondary toolbar to select which aging bracket to view: 0 to 30, 31 to 60, 61 to 90, over 90 days, or total. 10. To view the associated customer information for a row within the bracket, click the row that contains the desired receivable, and then click the Source button within the primary toolbar at the top of the window. 11. Doing that then shows the selected customer's information with any receivables they have due within the selected bracket. 12. To open the source receivable in a new window, select a desired receivable from this list, and then click the Detail button within the primary toolbar at the top of the window. 13. You can then close this window when you have finished examining it. 14. To send collection letters to customers within selected aging brackets, first select the desired aging bracket within the Collection Manager. 15. Then click the Letter checkbox at the far right end of any customers to whom you want to send a collection letter. 16. After selecting the customers, click the Letter button in the primary toolbar at the top of the window. 17. In the Print Forms Collection Letters dialog box that appears, click the Select Form button to open another dialog box, where you can select the collection letter to print. 18. Then click the OK button to return to the Print Forms Collection Letters dialog box. 19. Then click the Print Preview button at the right side of the dialog box to preview the letters, or click the Print button at the right side of the dialog box to immediately print the letters. The Payment Manager. 1. To open the Payment Manager, select Analysis, Payment Manager from the menu bar. 2. If you want to view the information as a graph, click the Graph option next to the Display choice in the secondary toolbar at the top of the window. 3. To the right of that, use the drop-down to select the graph style: pie, bar, or column. 4. To the right of that, use the Show drop-down to select to show all aging, a prior month comparison, or a prior year comparison. 5. You can use the As of Date calendar selector to choose as of which date to display aging. 6. To display the information as numeric aging brackets, select the numeric option at the left end of the secondary toolbar at the top of the Payment Manager window. 7. Then use the Show and As of Date drop-downs to select the date range of data to display within the Payment Manager. 8. To view the information within the aging brackets shown, click the Bracket button in the primary toolbar at the top of the Payment Manager. 9. Then use the Days Past Due drop-down that appears within the secondary toolbar to select which aging bracket to view: 0 to 30, 31 to 60, 61 to 90, over 90 days, or total. 10. To view the associated vendor information for a row within a bracket when viewing the information within a selected bracket, click the row that contains the desired payable, and then clicking the Vendor button within the primary toolbar at the top of the window. 11. Doing that then displays the selected vendor's information with any payables they have due within the selected bracket. 12. To open the selected payable in a new window, select a desired payable from this list, and then click the Detail button within the primary toolbar at the top of the window. 13. You can then close this window after examining it. 14. To pay vendors within selected aging brackets, select the desired aging bracket within the Payment Manager. 15. Then click the Pay checkbox at the far right end of any vendors to whom you wish to remit a payment. 16. Note the Amount to Pay field at the top of the window shows the total amount of all selected vendor payments within this bracket. 17. After selecting the vendors, click the Check button in the primary toolbar at the top of the window. 18. In the Print Forms Disbursement Checks dialog box that appears, you can click the Select Form button to open another dialog box, where you can select the type of checks to print if needed. 19. Then click the OK button to return to the Print Forms Disbursement Checks dialog box. 20. You can then enter the first check number to print into the first check number text box. 21. Then select the correct account against which these checks will be drawn from the Cash Account drop-down menu. 22. Then click the Print Preview button at the right side of the dialog box to preview the checks, or click the Print button at the right side of the dialog box to immediately print the checks. The Financial Manager. 1. To open the Financial Manager, select Analysis, Financial Manager from the menu bar. 2. To view a numeric table of either a set of business summary data or account balances at a specified point in time, click the Numeric button in the primary toolbar at the top of the Financial Manager window. 3. Alternatively, if you prefer to view a grid of sequential column dates that display rows of either business summary data or account balances projected for the end of each column of sequential periods for comparison purposes, click the S.Sheet button. 4. Within either view, you can choose whether to display the business summary or key balances within your company file by selecting the desired choice within the secondary toolbar at the top of the window. 5. To select the date as of which to view the financial information, use the Date field at the right end of the secondary toolbar at the top of the window. 6. The value defaults to the system date as long as the system date falls within the currently selected accounting period. 7. When you change the date, the system refreshes the Financial Manager data displayed. 8. To manually refresh the financial data, click the Refresh button at the top of the window. 9. To print the information within the Financial Manager window, click the Print button within the primary toolbar at the top of the window. Find on Report. 1. To find text when previewing a report or financial statement, click the Find button in the toolbar at the top of the preview window to open the Find on Report dialog box. 2. Within this dialog box, type the term to find within the selected report preview into the Find What field. 3. Then set the search settings in the Search Options area at the bottom of the dialog box. 4. Set the direction of the search by selecting either the Search Forward or Search Backward option button. 5. To the right of that, you can check any or all 3 checkboxes to add those parameters to your search. The checkbox options are Match Case, Use Wildcards, and Find Complete Words Only. 6. To find the next occurrence of the term you entered within the report after making your selections, click the Find Next button. 7. The term appears selected and bolded within the report preview. 8. Then continue to click the Find Next button to find any other occurrences of the term within the report until you reach the end of the report. 9. Then click the Cancel or Close button within the dialog box when you have finished finding the desired term within the report preview. Previewing and printing preset reports. 1. To view a preset report in Sage 50, click the Reports and Forms command in the menu bar. 2. The preset report categories appear within the second section of the drop-down menu. 3. Clicking any of these categories opens the Select a Report or Form window and shows the reports and forms for that category. 4. To view the category's reports if needed, click the Reports tab in the upper left corner of the window. 5. The preset report categories also appear in the list at the left side of the Select a Report or Form window. The category you selected to open this window is the initially selected report category. 6. The reports within the selected preset report category appear in a listing showing each report's name and its description at the right side of the window. 7. To preview a preset report, select the report to preview from the list at the right side of the window, and then click the Display button in the toolbar at the top of the window to preview the report data in a report preview window. 8. To print the data after changing any report settings and verifying it shows the data you want to print, click the Print button within the preview window. 9. Alternatively, to skip the report preview process, click the Print button in the toolbar at the top of the Select a Report or Form window. Report groups. To create a report group, click the Group button in the Select a Report or Form Windows toolbar to open the Report Groups dialog box. 2. All the reports within Sage 50 appear within the Report Index column at the left side of the dialog box. 3. To narrow the display to a list of all the reports within a selected report category, use the Report Index drop-down to select a report category if desired. 4. Next, select a report from the Report Index list, and then click the Add button to move the report to the list at the right. 5. Repeat this process to add all the reports to add to the report group into the list at the right side of the dialog box. 6. To remove a report from the report group, select the report from the list at the right side of the dialog box, and then click the Remove button. 7. After all the reports to add to the report group appear in the report group name list at the right, then save the report group by clicking the Save button in the toolbar of the Report Groups dialog box. 8. Doing this then opens the Save As dialog box, where you type a name for the report group into the Group Name field and a description of the report group into the Group Description field. 9. Then click the Save button within the Save As dialog box to save the report group. 10. Then close the Report Groups dialog box. 11. To print the reports within a report group later, select Reports and Forms, Reports Groups from the menu bar to open the Select a Report or Form window. 12. Then select the Report Group folder to print from the list to the right. 13. Then click the Print button in the toolbar at the top of the window to print the report group's reports. 14. To show the individual reports within the group if desired, click the Report Groups folder icon. 15. You can then select, print, and preview these reports independently if needed. Modifying reports. 1. To modify a report, select the report to use as a basis for your custom report within the Select a Report or Form window. 2. Then click the Options button within the window to open the Modify Report window. 3. In the Filters section, the report's available filters appear. 4. The available filtering options change based on the report's data. 5. To add a new filter, click the name of the field by which to filter the report data within the Filters list. 6. Then set any filter options for the selected field in the adjacent Select an Option area to the right. 7. Your filter then appears within the Filters on Report list at the bottom of this section. 8. To remove a report filter, set the value of the selected filter field back to its default value of All. 9. To remove all report filters, click the Clear All Filters button within the Filters on Report area to clear all applied report filters. 10. In the Dates section, use the drop-down menu that appears to select a date range of data to use for the report. 11. To create a custom date range if desired, use the From and To drop-downs. 12. Note that some reports, like the customer list, do not use a date range for their values. 13. In the Sorting and Summary section, use the drop-down to select your report's sorting options and summary options. 14. Not all reports have summary options. 15. Click the Columns hyperlink to display the Columns tab for your report in Sage 50. 16. This tab lets you check the Show checkbox for the columns or fields to show within the report. 17. As you show additional columns, they are added to the end of the columns in the report. 18. If you look in the Column Number column, their order from left to right appears as a numeric ascending ranking starting with column number 1 at the far left. 19. To change the column order in the report, click the column whose position you want to change, and then click the Move Up or Move Down button in this tab to change its column number. 20. If you opened the Columns tab, you can click the Fonts tab within the same dialog box to view the fonts for your report. 21. Alternatively, you can click the Fonts hyperlink within the Modify Report window to display the Fonts tab. 22. To open a font dialog box that lets you set the font style for each report section shown, click the A button for any font style on the Fonts tab. 23. Then click the OK button after applying your font changes. 24. Note that you can change the report title and subtitle by using the Title 1 report label and Title 2 report label fields. 25. Click the OK button after modifying the report to view the report's layout. 26. To change the width of columns in this view, click and drag the blue double-pointed arrows between the column headings left or right. 27. To save the report in the Save As dialog box when finished, click the Save button. 28. Type a new name for the report into the Report Name field and type a description into the Report Description field. 29. Then click the Save button within the Save As dialog box to save it. 30. The report then appears in the selected category of the Select a Report or Form window. 31. All customized reports have a blue wrench icon appear next to them in the Select a Report or Form window to distinguish them from preset reports. Exporting reports to Excel. 1. To export any report to Excel from Sage 50, select the report to export within the Select a Report or Form window. 2. Then click the Send To button in the toolbar at the top of the Select a Report or Form window. 3. Then click the Excel button in the drop-down menu that appears. 4. Set any report options you want in the dialog box that appears, and then click the OK button. 5. In the next dialog box that appears, select the option to either send it to an existing Excel spreadsheet or to a new one. 6. Then click OK to export it. Importing and exporting data. 1. To export data within Sage 50 to a .csv file, separated value, select File, select Import or Export from the menu bar to open the Select Import or Export window. 2. Select the file to export, and then click the Export button. 3. Use the Filter and Fields tabs to select the export options for the file. 4. To specify a name and location for the file to be created, click the gray arrow button in the upper left corner of the Options tab. 5. To create this export file as a template for an import file, instead leave the file name as whatever Sage 50 makes it. 6. In the Export Options section, select or deselect options as necessary to create the data file as you want it. 7. When finished, click OK. 8. After exporting the file, Sage 50 returns to the Select Import or Export window and doesn't show the file. 9. To see it, you must open it on your own. 10. After exporting the file as a .csv file, you may want to inspect the file, as an exported file can make a great template for an import file for that same list if needed. 11. However, before attempting to import data into your company file, you should understand and have experience with data transfer, as it is complicated and can cause your company file to become corrupted if not done properly. 12. To import a .csv file, open the Select Import or Export window. 13. Then select the type of file to import and click the Import button. 14. On the Fields tab, you can select which fields to import. Be sure your selections here match the fields within the import file, or your data may become corrupted when you import the file. 15. On the Options tab, you can click the gray arrow button in the upper left corner to select the correct file location. 16. If the import file contains a row for the column headings, select the First Row Contains Headings checkbox in the Import Options section of this tab. 17. When you are ready, click OK. 18. You are then notified you should create a backup before importing the data. 19. To create a backup, click No when Sage 50 asks if you want to continue. 20. Then create your backup and repeat the steps you just took to import the file. 21. To not create a backup, click Yes instead. 22. Sage 50 then imports the data within the selected CSV file. Exporting reports to PDF. 1. To export a report as a PDF, select the Report to Export to PDF in the Select a Report or Form window. 2. Then click the Send To button in the Windows toolbar, and then click the PDF button. 3. The Options window of the selected report then appears, letting you set any desired report filters, choose which fields to show, and also set the display of the report's fonts. 4. Set the options you want and then click the OK button to continue. 5. In the Save As dialog box that appears, select into which folder in your computer's folder system to save the PDF file. 6. Then type a name for the file into the File Name field. 7. Click the Save button to then save the PDF file.